And welcome back again, Crypto Hulk Show. We're going to start talking about real world assets. We're going to start talking about tokenization. There's two things we need to get rich at first: global regulation, real world tokenization. We're going to talk about that right now. That tokenization, because that's massive right there. You got to have the regs so they can start using it, but you got to have tokenization. I'm going to show you how tokenization has been going on for 10 years. I have a feeling we are farther along in this tokenization than they let us believe. I'm going to show you massive tokenization projects that make Blackrock'S look small. There's a couple of them. And when I start looking into this, I'm like, you know what? I think they're pretty close. So let's look into this. That'll be the first article we go over. If we got time after that, we'll go over other stuff. But that'll be the first thing we go over. So let me see what the first 5 people. I can't see. My computer won't let me. So I can't back this thing up enough. So I won't be doing that today. First person, welcome to the entry-level membership. We got Ambassador Network TV. So thanks for supporting this channel. Michael Aarons, welcome to the entry-level membership. Appreciate that there, buddy. Wesley Fort, welcome to the entry-level membership. Sam Vitchweg, welcome to VIP exclusive. Oh, damn, what? Oh, shoot. Wow, okay, we're going to have to work on that one. That's pretty amazing. Wesley Fort, upgraded membership to 2024 Crypto Explosion. And Wayne Whittinghill, welcome to the entry-level membership. So let's scroll through here. Poof, I'm a millionaire. Welcome to entry-level membership to you. And we got some people joining today. And then we have Matt 59754. Then we got Bad News Virginia. Thanks for that tax-free donation. Nothing but the facts here. I appreciate everything, Hulk. Eric Goldsmith. Thank you very much for the tax-free donation. And then Joshua Andrich. Thank you for your tax-free donation to the channel. Appreciate that. Now, let's get into this. This is what we all want to find out. What is going on? Let's just get into the work right here and get this article over. We're looking at 10 to 15 minutes is probably what this is going to take. Let me do a copy and a paste. I want you to see what's going on. Real world asset tokenization. That is the fundamentals. That is about as fundamental as you get, okay? When I saw this, I had to look into it. Okay. The title reads, Real World Asset Tokenization Skyrockets, okay? TVL surges 58 times in 3 years. Now, when you're rating TVL, I'm not sure exactly what that total value locked, but what's going on is these cryptos here went up 58 times in 3 years. There's 2 cryptos. One's called Usual, USUAL. So you're going to have to look that one up. We'll read more about it and we'll read the networks. But after the show and stuff, you'll have to look up some things. Just take notes if you want. Hashnote is another company or crypto. Hash, HASHNOTE. They're leading the real world asset expansion, posting weekly TVL increases of 65% and 68%. The real world asset RWA sector has experienced meteoric growth over the past 3 years, soaring 58 times its previous valuation. Recent data from DeFi Llama revealed that its total value locked now stands at an all-time high of $8 billion. Whew-wee. With 1 billion spike coming within the last 7 days alone. Major players fueling growth. Market leaders such as stablecoin issuer. So the company Usual, USUAL, market leaders such as so they issue a stable coin and decentralized finance investment. That's what this is. Management platform Hashnote. So investment management platform is Hashnote. Stablecoin issuer is Usual. Okay. Those two are at the forefront. So these are the two that you want to look for: the stablecoin issuer Usual, and then the decentralized platform called Hashnote. Numbers from DeFi Llama indicate that Hashnote saw a weekly increase of 65. Whoa. Hashnote saw a weekly increase of 65%, while Usual recorded a slightly higher growth of 65%. The former boasts a TVL of 1.5 billion. That's bigger than BlackRock's fund, okay? And the other one has a total value locked at 1.4 billion. Over the past 30 days, the metric skyrocketed 230% for Usual, okay? While Hashnote kept pace at 217%. Now, together, just those two contribute to more than 35% of value of assets locked in the real world asset sector. Those are your biggest players. Usual and Hashnote, they account for 35% of all real world assets, okay? Very, very nice. Usual's strong performance comes on the back of raising 10 million in a Series A fund round led by Binance and Kraken. And Kraken is a early day partner with Ripple right there, okay? Like, when I was doing research, I'd look in, I was using some keywords. I don't want to give away my search techniques. I was using some search words, and it kept leading, and I'm talking 2016 shit, right? Maybe even earlier, 2015. It kept, I type in a certain key phrase, and it would lead me like right back to Kraken. I'm like, no, I didn't type Kraken. And I tried again different ways, and it kept going back to Kraken. And I'm like, you know what? Ripple and Kraken. That's, I don't know the whole deal, but those two, they're connected. So what I'm seeing here is Kraken, just like, what was that? Robinhood? Robinhood is trying to get into real world assets and tokenization. And what we're seeing now is tokenization is starting to just grow like crazy. That's one of the two things we got to be rich. We got to keep seeing this tokenization. And eventually Kraken, like Robinhood's going to have a platform for it. Kraken's going to have one as well. All right. So that's going to be what the future is. These are the early leaders. If you're interested, the early leaders, Usual and Hashnote. Let me look here. Away from the top two, now they start talking about others. Nest, these are all staking. N-E-S-T, Nest staking, Matrix, Doc, Franklin Templeton, and Athena. Nest staking saw a weekly increase of 58%, bringing its value locked at 66 million. So they break down, you know, if you wanted to get all of these staking kind of crypto platforms, then, I mean, you could have 5 cryptos and have access to 100%. So we know that usual and hash note account for 35% of all total value locked in asset tokenization, real world asset tokenization. And then you throw in these other ones and you start adding up to 100. So that's for some of you that want to diversify even more. Maybe you're an accredited investor and you got a lot of money to put away. I would highly suggest maybe splitting it all up. Let's say if you got whatever you want to put in, let's say 5 grand or something like that, or 10 grand, then split up into 5 of these, put 20% into each. All right. Then you got the whole spectrum covered. Let me look here. Okay, that's all for that article there. Now let's do a little more deep dive. Let's look. Let me know if this goes through. Is that a good link? One of the moderators click on that link. Let me back it up. Oh, dang. Whoa. Okay, let me get back into reading off people that showed up. Josh Andrich, Eric Goldsmith, Josh Andrich. I think I read that one. Next, Paulie Meolini. Thanks, Hulk. Best out there, brother. Thank you very much for that. Then we got Jay. Jay, thank you very much for going above and beyond and giving a donation once you can afford. Appreciate that. Henry Brown. When Jordan first came into the league, he couldn't beat Larry Bird in the playoff. So Crypto Hulk is Larry Bird and Caleb and Brown is the team to join. Kenny Nickel, welcome to the 2024 Crypto Explosion. Awesome. You got the higher level member group. If you have the lower group and you want to join the higher, you just have to let that membership expire. Donald Washburn joined the 2024 Crypto Explosion. Right on there. Donnie Donald. Then Henry Brown gave somebody a membership, and that was Big Dre. Then Matt 59754 comes in with 5 memberships, and that's TJ Smith. And then Kenito Warrior, Crypto View got a membership by Matt 59754. And then you got Adam Duncan, got a free membership by Matt. And then DNT Turnaround got a membership by Matt 59754. Henry Brown comes in again. Thanks for that donation. Share the video and join the community, he says. And that let's go through here. So we got that article done. Now, is that a good link? Because I'm going to get into this link that I'm sharing right now. Can you guys see that link? Anybody, somebody help me. Mike G. Yes, so it works. Okay. Let me go here and so what we got now, let's start looking this up. What is hash note? Okay, so we're going to take it back to the way back about a year ago, not all that far back. But we look up hash note. I want you to see, like, if you're thinking of investing in this, that's why I'm going over this. Some people can invest. Some of you guys can't because you're not accredited investors. And I know I have some accredited investors watching my show. And that's the show. My name is Crypto Hawk. I'm not a financial advisor, not a crypto advisor, none of the above. I don't know anything about finance, crypto at all. I'm just lying every day on my show. Everything's a complete lie on my program. So we look at why hash note, and it says, and I would suggest if you want to buy hash note, look at this website link that I'm showing you here. And then they have the newer ones. This is an old website link about a year ago. So we look through here. It talks about what hash note is, smart contracts and stuff. And we look at the people who made it. It says who we are. Because I like to look at who made this stuff. And there's a guy named David Shapiro. He's the head of protocol engineering. He's like the co-founder guy right there, David Shapiro. Now, I had to do a little stalking. I had to stalk David Shapiro. Wait a second. Okay, I messed up. The one I'm showing you here is usual. So at the top of the page, we see it's usual. This is 2024 link. Let's scroll. It says right here, pioneers of the future of finance. So we know that usual has to do with finance, DeFi. Usual Labs is the creative and technical powerhouse between the usual revolution, okay? The usual DAO. It's a DAO. Decentralized, autonomous, I think organization is the word for that. So it's DeFi. Now, one thing I found interesting, let's look here. Usual is trusted by 150 plus investors. Let's look at one of the investors here. Oh, look, it's Axelar. Axelar. Oh, shit. And their names are Jason, Georgios, and Jeffrey. All three J's. How cute is that, right? Boy, they must be a special little treat. They must be fun at parties. Let's look at Axelar. So Axelar is directly connected to Ripple. So now we know that the company Usual has strong Ripple connections because the guys that made Axelar and are partners with Ripple, they're working with Usual. See that right there? Bill Quackenbush. Bill, thanks for going above and beyond with that tax-free donation. That comes in handy paying down all the Christmas bills and shit. And we look right here, XRP Ledger EVM with Axelar Bridge. So Axelar, now there's the evidence, so I'm done. Let's get back to what Usual is. I'm trying to show you, in case you want to invest, the way that I am is like, if I'm going to invest in something, I don't care too much about numbers. Yeah, I want to see numbers, but I also want to see who made this stuff. The minute I saw this is Axelar, I said, green light that fucking shit. If you want to buy it, green light it. You got Axelar involved, that's Ripple, okay? So right away, I'm like, fucking green light. Now, if we scroll down to where it says core contributors, you'll see a CFO, Chief Financial Officer. The guy's name's Pete, okay? Snazzy little hairdo he's got, but he's got 10 years working for Quant. Oh, shit. Quant's an ISO 20022 crypto. Pete gets a green light. Where else did Pete work? BNP Paribas. That's a Ripple partner. He gets 2 green lights, okay? So this project here has got some people connected, and there's a lot more people that I just don't know who they are, but those are the ones that I recognize right off the top. There's somebody who used to work legal for Maker, Jacek Zarnecki. So they used to work for Maker. And I think that's also Maker's DAO. So that's another autonomous organization. So there's usual. Okay, there's a little deep dive on usual. Now let's look at Hashnote. And let's see, is Hashnote worth purchasing? Let me do a copy and a paste. Okay, here's Hashnote. Institutional DeFi Simplified. Why Hashnote? Talks about fully regulated, on-chain transparency, KYC. They have yield generation. We look through here, they got smart contracts. And here's the Shapiro guy again. Who are we? There's a guy named David Shapiro that works for Hashnote. Now, on this website we're looking at, it's from 2023. Doesn't give me a whole lot, but it doesn't matter. I'm a little investigator and I can figure some shit out. All you gotta do is just throw me a small little bone and I can do enough forensic research on that bone. Let's get into who David Shapiro is for Hashnote and see if we should invest. Should we invest in Hashnote, everybody? Let's take a look now at David Shapiro's LinkedIn page. I've been doing a little stalking. Okay, I admit. But I'm doing the stalking. So if some of you guys want to invest, this is what Crypto Hulk does. Like before I invest in some shit, or if I even have like, now we got a member, a special member at the $500 level now, it's going to be something like I would have a phone conversation with that person and break down stuff. I didn't have any $500 members until now. So what I would do then is sometimes save a show like this, break it down for the $500 member, wait the next day or something, and maybe just talk about it to everybody else. Maybe not. Depends. Sometimes the higher level people want access to stuff quick that nobody else has. They might tell me, hey, save it for 2 days, 3 days, whatever. And then I release it to everybody else later. That way they can get in before it spreads throughout the whole internet and stuff. And maybe some of the stuff is accredited investor only. You can't get it. Only accredited investors can. So next, we're looking at this guy's LinkedIn page. Let's look at the Shapiro guy right here, and let's see what we got. Hashnote. We're looking at David Shapiro reposted something called Hashnote right here. Hashnote works with Anchorage Digital. I didn't look them up. That's a big deal. Okay. But they also work with Fireblocks. Now, all right, Deribit supports. Okay. We've got a lot of connections here with Hashnote. They start talking about Fireblocks is in that conversation, and then USYC. Okay, you'll have to. I think that's Hashnote, the USYC. I have to look that one up. Deribit supports yield-bearing USYC. Now, USYC is deployed on a privacy-first Canton network. Hold on just 1 second. Yeah, USYC is Hashnote, okay? Let's look real quick. USYC is Hashnote, and the coin, oh damn, it's well, I think it's $1. It's like $1. That's not bad. The growth rate shows like this. So it's a yield coin. Hashnote US yield coin. Now let's look now. So far I'm liking this. if any of you guys are interested, so far, I like this. So this hash note, but it's very businessy and it's more like a privacy network. So you might not, if you can get it, get it. But it's using the Canton network. See right here? It's the USYC is a crypto that's used on the private Canton network. We're going to look at the Canton network. That's where the massive whales are, okay? Here's an article right here from Business Wire, and it discusses what the crypto that we're talking about right here. New. This article is dated about a year ago. It says new global blockchain network of networks. This is the network of networks. This is big. This is the top level. You get it? The privacy-enabled Canton network allows previously siloed systems in finance to be interoperable. And synchronized in previously impossible ways, unlocking new efficiencies and innovation. Who's a member of the Canton network? Here we go. And they're using, remember, that USYC, and that comes from Hashnote, which you can, I believe you can buy for like $1. Who's a partners in this with this coin? BNP Paribas, Ripple partner. Deutsche Börse, Ripple partner. Goldman Sachs, Day One, Ripple partner. Deloitte, Ripple partner. Microsoft, you already know who Microsoft is. Digital asset and leading market participants announced their plans to launch the Canton network. That was May 2023, okay? I'm not going to read the article. It uses a smart contract platform, DAML, D-A-M-L. If you're interested, read this article here. So far, I'm very impressed. This is straight up legit. This isn't scam Peppy or Dogcoin and none of that dumb shit. This is the biggest of the biggest, everybody. So far, if you're allowed to get it, thumbs up. Okay, this is serious business banking crypto right there. Now, it's mixed up with a company called Digital Asset. I'm going to send you the link to where you can look that up. Let me show you that right here. Digital Asset. Realize the full economic value of a more interconnected world. Digital Asset empowers the world's most innovative organizations to work across international boundaries. Everybody, this is so friggin' massive. Whew. You got to look at this fucking thing. Holy shiznit. Powered by, okay, there's a new global blockchain network for financial markets and institutional assets. This is what I've been talking about. You'll have the Ripple ledger, right? Imagine the XRPL. Then these groups of banks, I just read off some of them earlier, okay? They put a platform down, the Canton network, okay? That's like a private network on top of the ledger. These banks, look, I've got good news and bad news, okay? Remember how I said, if you have your hardware wallet and you didn't do any AML, no KYC, and you're like, yeah, I want to be under the radar and all that dumb shit, right? Okay. And then I was telling people one reason why I joined Caleb and Brown is because now I'm on Fireblocks, right? Guess what? This hash note is working with Fireblocks. Now you're starting to see. I'm a part of Fireblocks because I got my shit on there, right? You who were like, oh, I'm not going to join Caleb and Brown, and that's fine. You don't have to. You're going to have that wallet that nobody knows about. There's no KYC. Guess what? I told you. You're going to have this private network. You're going to be way over there with all the people who have these unknown, un-KYC wallets. You're going to be way over there. And guess where all the money's going to be? They just talked about Fireblocks with Hashnote. This is why I'm with Caleb and Brown, because Caleb and Brown, that Fireblocks is in that Canton network. My shit is in there. See? Your shit is way over there where all the boogeyman and the spooky people are. All the unregistered wallets, because you wanted to be under the radar. You're under the radar, all right. You're way under the radar. Now, they've got this thing called Canton, and they're going to need you to be all KYC'd and Fireblocks and shit, right? So in Fireblocks as a member of that, I'm in that. Here's the name, powered by digital asset and supported by market participants. The Canton network is an open blockchain network with the privacy and controls required for highly regulated industries. So it's an open blockchain, but it's private. This is what we want. See, Fireblocks is in that because it's linked up with Hashnote. If you get the Caleb and Brown, you're in this. That's why I'm putting half of my shit in there, right? So I'm in both worlds. I've got my own wallet, and then I got my dog in the fight, okay? I'm on that Canton platform because my shit's in Fireblocks, okay? Now, who's involved? Citibank, Ripple Partner, Accenture, Ripple Partner. The NASDAQ's involved in this. BNP Paribas, Ripple Partner. ABN AMRO, Deloitte, Ripple Partner. Deutsche Börse, Ripple Partner. Broadridge, I think that's an R3 partner, but maybe Ripple. ISDA, International Stock and Derivative, that's Ripple. KPMG, I can go on and on. Are you going to be in that group with Fireblocks, or are you going to be in some faraway place? Because I'll tell you what, if you're not registered with Fireblocks and shit, I am. I'm in the group, okay? And I also have one of these. That's why I'm saying get registered with them. Now, that's that. Let's go to the next. DAML is a smart contract that's used on the platform, that's used on the Canton network. That's with R3 Corda, okay? Look right here. Here's your evidence. Smart contract language DAML is now available on R3 Corda's platform. That's the crypto XDC. You can buy that on Caleb and Brown, and now you're in that blockchain group, okay? The Canton network. You're in because you got Fireblocks, okay? You don't want, okay, look, get half your stuff on it. If you want to have it on the unknown, boogeyman, under the radar, okay? But you better have the other half all registered, KYC, legitimate, regulated, playing with the big boys, okay? Because you start playing too far away, way far away, nobody wants to mess with you. No one's going to fuck with that wallet. You want to try to bring that wallet in? Oh, no. That's all pre-ban days, or we want nothing to do with that. Oh, shit, you put all your stuff on there. You didn't have two wallets like I was kind of telling you to do, huh? Ah, damn it. Because DAML, they're not going to let you in, are they? Yeah, your shit's unregistered. Oh, whoa. See what could happen? Maybe it won't. But see, with me, I'm not taking a chance. I'm going to get me in that group. And I'm going to get me in that group. So I'm going to be in both groups. That's how I win. Split my loss. Well, I don't want to join the Fireblocks. Then don't join it and see what happens to unregistered wallets, okay? See what happens to unregulated wallets. You're going to get wrecked, all right? So they're using R3, and we know that that is XDC crypto. Now, let's take a quick look at the comments here. I'm going to put in the Caleb and Brown link, and then we're going to go over Caleb and Brown real quick. So copy. And here is your Caleb and Brown link right there. The Caleb and Brown link is at the beginning of every top chat. If I make a short video for 1 to 2 minutes, look in the description section. You'll see a Caleb and Brown link. If I make a live stream, you'll see it in the top chat at the beginning. But also, if you look in the description of the video down below, you will see the link to Caleb and Brown. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. I messed up on the link. Let me do it again. Copy and paste. There we go. Got my Ron Weber says, got my Caleb and Brown account. Okay. Yeah, you're in New York, so you can't. Donald Washburn can't get it. Henry Brown. Let's see what the hell Henry Brown has to say today. Question: is it possible to register wallets after regulations in the US come down the pipe? Asking for a friend. And yes, join Caleb and Brown to be safe. Mark Garcia, got my Caleb and Brown approved today and have been contacted by my broker. Thanks, Hulk. So, Henry, it's kind of like this. You ever heard of the term grandfathered in? Like in California, if you have a fully auto, one of these, and you had it like in the 1950s or some shit, or 1940s, you don't have to get rid of it in California or in any state, because you could get grandfathered into new laws. So grandfathering is not always guaranteed. On a lot of things it can be. If it's determined that something is a possible threat to the safety and security of the United States. We saw what happened to Facebook Diem, didn't we? We saw what happened to the Facebook crypto, didn't we? The whole world got rid of that shit real quick, didn't they? Yeah. And the Facebook wallets and shit for that crypto, yeah, all that stuff was all bad, okay? They weren't, if you had Facebook Diem and that stuff, and the wallets and stuff, get away, right? At least join with Caleb and Brown to get into Fireblocks, because then you're within that Canton network. You're in the network. You get with all the biggest banks in the world, with all the regulation. I mean, at least just do half. Some people want to dump all of it. I'm not telling you to do that. I mean, if you want, I have some friends that are millionaires. Like, you know what? Fuck it. What if I just dump all of it in Caleb and Brown? At least it's regulated. And I'm like, look, I'm just telling you what I do. I don't have 1.2 million in crypto, so, but if I did, maybe I just fucking Caleb and Brown it and Fireblocks it, then it's safe. I mean, I don't know. So I tell my friends, look, either way, I don't want to, I'm just telling you what I do. Then you do what you do. Got it? That's how the shit works. And they're like, okay. I know they want me to tell them an answer, but I don't want to, whether good or bad. What if it's all fucked up? You know, what if it's not? So that's why I tell them, I've got 2 months of pay in here, and probably just the rest of my crypto, I'm just going to be putting in Caleb and Brown Fireblocks. It's institutional. I don't have to worry about if I lose keys or lose this or none of that dumb shit. It's just, and if I got to pay tax or whatever later, I pay tax. I'm not fucking certain. At least I'll be fucking rich. All right. No one's going to steal my shit. It'll be, and I always got this. So, I mean, then I tell my friends, after what I just told you, I can't tell you. You've got to make your own mind up on what do you want to do. But at least get into that Canton group, for crying out loud. Then you're in. Fireblocks, it showed us they're in with Hashnote. And the Hashnote, they're all in with Canton. But you gotta make your own decision. So Caleb Brown is where I'm going with now, because I see how all this shit's gonna be regulated. Look, you're not gonna be under the radar and be mixed in with the world global system. Can you please get that? Hey, it sounds great. Yeah, I'm gonna eat canned food and freeze dry meat and shit and live off the grid. Dude, you got to quit all that dumb shit, okay? Because this new world you could do that shit 10 years ago, 20, 30, 50. Okay, you could do all the Davy Jones pioneer shit and stuff, but in the future, that's going away. Like, that's what this is, the new high-tech slavery. You go to a gas station, it's not paying with cash. You're going to have to show your face and do all that shit. The government's going to know when you buy a fucking candy bar or get $5 worth of gas. They're going to know and track every single. That's how it goes, everybody. You're not going to walk into a gas station with a hoodie, hand the guy $20 so the cameras won't see you, and pay for your gas. No one's going to. That shit's over. It's over. It's called digital ID. You won't even use you won't come in with a hoodie and use your friend's credit card. It's going to be facial ID. When you walk in that store, hoodie comes back, 7-Eleven camera is going to be facial ID. I'm sorry. That's how it goes. I don't want this to happen. I'm just telling you what is going. My job is to keep you years in advance ahead. Hoo-wee. Hillbilly Decay. That's Deck Billy. Deck Billy. Decky Billy. Thank you very much for the tax-free. I love food. I like pineapple on pizza. Fight me. Round Table, Maui Zowie, ask for extra meat. Okay. That is my favorite kind of type of pizza, is a Round Table Maui Zowie. And I usually like the Canadian bacon plus ham. Plus bacon. I just say, hey, if it's like a large pizza, hey, charge me an extra like $10 and just put extra meat on it. That's what I do. Don't get me started. I'm not supposed to eat after a certain time, and don't make me hungry. Hungry for the money. Oh, hold on. Paul Ambartsman gave 5, and I haven't even gotten into the Caleb Brown. I'm not gonna build it. Okay, I already talked about Caleb Brown because I got news to do and 2 more articles. I'm still working on that. Whew, that's a big one. Paul gave 5 people memberships. Crypto Dan, Catherine Kirkwood got a membership by Paul Ambartsumyan. JC got a membership. Carol DeSalvo. Oh, Carol, you're getting another free membership again. I got my eyes on you there, lady. Carol got a membership from Paul Ambartsman. Joaquin got a membership by Paul Ambartsman. And then Paul Ambartsman says, thank you. Let me scroll up, see if I didn't miss. We got the Bill Quackenbush. I think I got that one already. I read off. Okay. I think I'm caught up here. Let me take a look. Got the deck Billy. That name's something else. Okay. So just Henry Brown, to finish your question, registering wallets after just, I know you got the Caleb and Brown, but just get into that Canton group, get into Fireblocks so that your name is in there as a real whatever. So if they decide to shut the door to anything, you're already in. Get in the room, and then later, maybe they shut the door, maybe they don't. Just get in the fucking room, okay? Open up an account, Caleb Brown, put like $500 in there, buy some shit. You got to buy something. Because technically, if you haven't bought anything, you're not a customer. What did you just do? Register. You loaded an account, but you haven't bought. See, when you buy and then receive something, now that's a purchase, right? If you join a Caleb Brown, say, well, I'm just going to put $500, but I won't buy anything. Just you won't be grandfathered in. You're not a customer. You know what a customer is? Somebody goes into some place, buys something, and gets an exchange in value. That's you have to complete a transaction. So now, once you do that, you are now a part of Caleb Brown. If a regulations come in and say, oh, you have to be a credit investor, this is where grandfathering comes in. I'm trying to show you. Number one, you're already going to have a Fireblocks, your crypto and Fireblocks with Caleb Brown. So you're already good to go. You are in Fireblocks. You are now a customer. Got it? Now with Caleb Brown, if you've already made a transaction, the government regulators come in and say, okay, from here on out, because you see, now what you're doing is before laws come in. If you're already a customer, now you will be grandfathered in. And they will say, from here on out, Caleb Brown, Coinbase, whatever it is, Webull, or whatever it's called, Robinhood, from here on out, only accredited investors from here on out. And if crypto goes up, then you're already credited. See, you're worth $1 million. Now you're an accredited investor. See how that works? But at least get in and then be grandfathered in. Because your crypto on a wallet over here, oh, that's unregistered wallet, whatever it is. You aren't registered with whatever. And if they well, I can register now, well, it's too late. They're not going to look. Your competition. I want you to think. You are competition. Oh, just sure. Come on in. Be our competition to the banks. No, you fucked up. Be over there. We're closing you out because I'm a competitor to a bank. I want into a system. I want to be in already. So when they slam that door shut, I'm in the same room with Citibank, BNP Paribas, all these banks I just mentioned. I'm in there because I'm in Fireblocks. If you don't have an account with Caleb Brown, you're not in. If the government all of a sudden just slams that door shut, and then, look, I've worked in law enforcement. Before we'd have to seize somebody's account, we don't notify that person. Hey, no, we go to the bank manager, say, hey, shut this account now, money laundering, whatever. They shut down the fucking account. Then we explain to the bank manager what's up, da-da-da-da-da. This is what's going to happen with crypto. They're not going to give you a warning. They're going to shut stuff down, say accredited investors only. And then if you're already in, you're grandfathered in. You're already in. If you're outside of the door, you ain't getting in. I'm sorry. So, Henry, it's not like, oh, now I'll register. No. Because do you think they want you, the banks, to be their competition? No, they don't want you to have it, Henry. So get in before. Register now. If you have crypto, you can send it to Caleb Brown into Fireblocks. Now you're a customer. You could do that shit too. I think it's if you put like $500 of crypto, or I don't know how that works. Call up Caleb and Brown on that, all right? But there you go. TJ Smith says, I'll just put it all on Caleb and Brown. Let's see. So what we got going on with Caleb Brown, you aren't putting it into Caleb and Brown, you're putting it into Fireblocks. You get it? So Caleb and Brown can go bankrupt. It doesn't have anything to do with your crypto. Your crypto is in Fireblocks. Get it? That's the difference. Coinbase, if it gets hacked and goes bankrupt, let's just say, if your crypto is in Coinbase, you're screwed. With Caleb Brown, it's not in Caleb Brown. It's in Fireblocks, two completely separate companies. Caleb Brown's in Australia, Fireblocks in the United States. So Caleb Brown could close up tomorrow. Your crypto is in Fireblocks, and then you would contact Fireblocks to get it back out. So that's how all that goes. Alrighty then. What if you transfer your crypto to the exchange? What exchange? Canton Brown's not an exchange. So I already told you, they buy and they sell. They buy and they sell. The people that hold it is Fireblocks. There's no exchange in this whole issue. Jeffrey Davis says Coinbase is a joke to deal with if you ever get them on the phone. See, here's the thing with Caleb Brown. Call him up. It's that easy. You'll get a hold of people, trust me. I'm just looking at comments because a lot of people are kind of concerned, and I'm here to just try to clear things up. So is Robinhood good? Okay, look, Caleb and Brown is not an exchange. They don't hold your stuff. If a hacking group comes in, they're not going to find your crypto at Caleb and Brown. They don't hold it there. It's done at Fireblocks. It's different than exchanges because an exchange will take your crypto and loan it out and make money off it. If something were to happen one day, it's not just like the bank. The bank, you put in $1 in a bank, right? And they might keep 10 cents. Exchanges are just like that. They'll take your money and then use it to loan out and do that. Caleb Brown, they don't do that. They just buy crypto and they sell your crypto. They buy your crypto and they sell. That's all they do. And then Fireblocks holds it. So there's no exchange. There's no exchange going on at all. For what I know, I don't think England can use Caleb and Brown. I don't know about Great Britain. That involves more of an area. So call Caleb and Brown. They're very friendly. They're not going to try to sell you shit you don't want. Make sure you use the Crypto Hulk because in the future, I'm going to have them on the show and we're going to have little specials or incentives. And if you're not a Crypto Hulk fan, you will not get those. And those will be very limited in time. I'm going to tell Jim 15 minutes and then open the window and 15 minutes later, close it. Because this is not going to be yeah, I'll get to it later. No, I want to incentivize people that if you watch the show, because what's going to happen is people who watch the show later are going to try to take advantage of a special. It's no, only if you're on that show and you get 10 minutes and that's it. I say make them a special, a 10-minute special. And if you're there, boom, you can get it. Make sure you got money on your account. You can do it. Bam. That's how we're going to do it. Okay. New York people, you have an option. Find friends in another state and make a deal. That's all I can't really tell you how to evade laws. It's not part of the show, bro. Bitstamp. We got one last article. Bitstamp. And that's the show. How long has the show been? Under an hour? 53 minutes. Okay. What do you think of Uphold and their new vault? I haven't studied it. All I know is this. Fireblocks is in with the top banks of the world. I'm reading articles to you. Is Uphold in that group? No. Fireblocks, Caleb Brown uses Fireblocks. There's 1,800 banks around the world that use Fireblocks. Do they use Uphold? I don't know. I don't think so. America's oldest bank, BNY Mellon, it's been around since 1748 or something like that, right? They use fire blocks. BNY Mellon is the world's largest custodial agent. They use fire blocks, not Uphold. Like, I'm not telling you. And then I can call up Caleb Brown anytime I got an issue about anything. Can you do that with Uphold? I don't know. Like, these are just things. I'm not telling you not to use Uphold. I'm just saying I can only show you why I like Caleb and Brown. What sells me. I like knowing that they form a personal. You have your own broker, you know, a professional. You can call that person up and form a relationship. I'm big on that. That's why I have a top chat, right? So I can have a connection to the people that love my show. What do these other people do? They just have their 15-minute show and it's over, right? And their chat is so full of spam and shit, they don't even use it. So you have to determine what is important to you when you buy and sell your crypto and who you work with and stuff, all right? Walk of Life says something about boycott Robinhood, never use them. GameStop docu. Yeah, Robinhood and the GameStop. Freedom Rings. Thank you very much, Freedom Rings, for the tax-free donation here. And I think, let me go over this one last article. It's a big article. It's very important. Okay, deals with XRP and derivatives. This is fucking massive. I'm going to turn this do a real small. Okay. Let me do a copy and a paste. This is a powerful article right here. Here we go. Bitstamp. Now, Bitstamp is like Ripple, one of Ripple's first partners, okay? I showed you guys the Ripple famous customer list the other day. It's the secret list. Nobody has it. It's a 2014 list. But that's good because then we can see who started with Ripple. Bitstamp was right there, day one, okay? Now, Bitstamp says Ripple's XRP is going to make history in 2025. Okay, I want you to see this is massive. If you got 5 minutes, hang in there. We'll be done. You're gonna want to hear this. Bitstamp, Ripple's first exchange partner. They were there from day one. Says XRP is going to make history in 2025. Okay, I don't care what the price is right now. I'm going to listen to a Ripple partner since like 2014. I want to hear what they have to say. Now, who's Bitstamp? The world's longest running cryptocurrency exchange. That's who they are. Just like with Caleb and Brown, they have America's oldest bank, BNY Mellon. Okay? Who's Bitstamp? The world's longest running cryptocurrency. So I kind of tend to listen to things that are like the longest running exchange. And they said that 2025, oh man, 2025 could be a landmark year for XRP. Oh my God. I hope they're giving us like a late Christmas present. In a tweet shared on Friday, oh God, listen to this. The Bitstamp exchange in a tweet said this. Whew, Lordy Jesus. XRP gonna make history next year. sparking excitement and speculation among the XRP army and the wider crypto community. It says here, making history entails the announcement is crucial for XRP. Major developments expected in 2025. I don't care. I hope the price dumps because then I can go in and get even more. Okay. That's what's going to happen. I'm telling you. I'll tell you what, I know you don't want to hear it, but I want XRP to go down to 30 cents and I'm going to fucking load up a shitload of money. I'm talking thousands. Okay. I'll sell my left pinky. The exchange, Bitstamp, is reportedly, here we go. Oh my God. Bitstamp is developing a derivatives platform. I think I'm going to cry. A derivatives platform on the XRP ledger. Oh my God. Which could offer users new and innovative trading opportunities. Oh my God. If the derivatives market has got to be at least $1 quadrillion. And if Ripple's used with that, you're probably looking at least $10,000 XRP price. But let's say it's only 1,000. Still, I mean, I really feel if XRP is really used for derivatives, you're looking at $1,000 to $10,000. And maybe in the beginning it starts off at 500 or 1,000, and maybe after 3-4 years it's at whatever it is. Shit, if it can just go to 1,000, fuck it, I'm happy. Okay. Now listen. Additionally, speculation around Bitstamp is going to be acquired maybe by Robinhood. So I know a lot of you probably don't want to hear that, but I'm just letting you know. That's what it says in the article. It may happen. We don't know. Now, that's all I kind of want to say about this article. If you want to read more, do it. It's a great article. If you're brand new, read this fucking article. And if you're not brand new, read it anyway. It's worth it. I'm not going to go over any more news. I think I'm gonna just leave it at that. Let me click that one. I've got tomorrow's show. I got one article. One article for tomorrow, and it's a big one. Yeah, it's about Walmart, India, and some regulation stuff. It's a huge article. I'm gonna save that for tomorrow because I need at least 10 minutes to go over that one, and I don't have time. I got to make a show for tomorrow morning. It's already well, it's 6:30 p.m. Okay, it'll take me like 2 hours to get the show put together, maybe 2 to 3 at the most. TJ Smith says, I'm awaiting my broker to call me. Okay. Awesome. Bad News Virginia says, awesome show, Hulk. Thanks, Hulk, says Robert Driscoll. The Trace XDC X Sizzle Chisel, says Stu Lavelle. DJ Super Chancho. Oh, now DJ Super Chancho brings up something real good. He says, Crypto Hulk, consider that Bitstamp didn't have this reaction to Bitcoin when it hit 100,000. Oh, man. DJ Super Chancho gets the gold star on the top of his paper today from the teacher. Damn, that's a good thought, man. So Bitstamp has Bitcoin for sale. And when Bitcoin hit 100 grand, they weren't talking about derivatives. They're talking about derivatives of Ripple, aren't they? That's some good ninja. Whoa, Hong Kong Foy. That's some good shit. DJ Chancho. Awesome. I think we all know how this goes. I'm just trying to get you guys ready, mentally ready, physically, fiscally, and physically, mentally, financially. That'll be it. Jersey Kathy says, awesome show. I've got to go. And I will talk to you all tomorrow in the morning. I got to put together a show, and I'll see you then.